are listening to Jovian Whistlers. Electromagnetic phenomena caused by lightning in Jupiter's atmosphere.
Fuck.
This is what the planet Jupiter actually sounds like. It kind of sounds like angry alien birds.
I'm only showing up to be an NPC. You'll had some growing up to do, so God sent me. Finesse it, sinking claws in your psychology. I'm slinging archetypes, call me young CG. I'm a mortal oracle soul from Note 6. The talent rap tapping at the glass on every trip. I know no tricks, just a trade. How to elevate, dominate. The ascendant state is if you dissociate. Still operate in nodes. On the scale you know that you've been given to play. So live out your day and say you're feeling okay. Now to the... Every wave I make is in harmony. There ain't a play in the game that's hard to me. I'm in tune with the world, it's all part of me. And when I peak, it ain't an anomaly. Like pinnacle of every sight you've seen. What's up, Haley? Welcome, Cameron. I just got this track going because before the stream went up, I was practicing the fuck. Why is the compression like this? This needs to be better. Hang on. It's up so high. Why? Okay, hang on. Why is it so fucking... Okay, I gotta be able to... It's just not coming out. Why is that? It's so loud. It's so loud, but it's not, like, making noise. Why am... Okay, yeah, it comes out at, like, minus 24. Why? Why does it come out at minus 24? There's no reason. I don't need that. Can I have... Test. I can't hear that shit. Where'd it go? Oh, it's not fucking exporting to Sapphire, that's why. Hey! There we go. Oh, that's loud. Let's turn that down. I don't need that to be that high. The reverb's also pretty high. I don't need that. I don't need that much. I don't need it that big. It can be like that big. Maybe this big? Nah, that's weird. Hang on. I can make this sound more natural. There we go. Just a little bit. That works. I'm fine with that. I'm perfect. The peak of every sight you've seen. Oh! What? Oh! Fuck. Say, hey! Try to be. Try to be, I'm perfect. Alright, there we go. That sounds okay. It's a bit too much reverb, actually. Yeah. Cool. That's fine. Welcome, Adachi. Haven't seen you on stream ever. Maybe once. I don't remember. God, my hair's just fucking terrible. Go away. Okay. Alright. I hope my mic mix is okay. It's got some reverb to it. It fucking really shouldn't. There's no reason. Hang on. Plate. Very short plate. Give me a very, very short... Yeah. No, that's weird. Whatever. I have reverb now. Welcome to the stream. It's like 10 minutes until I start. This is still pre-stream. I still got the title card up. Just peeping. Welcome. What does that say? Anime Lucia. Welcome. Fairy Prince. On the big TV. Oh no. Oh no. Hopefully the resolution is not good enough to see how fucking disheveled I am. My hair is great. Shut up. There's too much going on right now. It's all over the place. I haven't gotten a chance to comb it. God. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, Spoonie in the chat and Arcane Lesbian are about to make a drive from Idaho to here. So Elliot can move in with Spoonie. So that's happening, and we're gonna have a new neighbor. Shh. God. Okay, it's been a long day. I just got out of a meeting. I'm just slowly warming up to, like, stream energy. Fuck this reverb. That's stupid. I don't need that. You know what I need instead? Hang on. Oh, that's so much latency. I need an auto-tune. Fuck. That's stupid. There's way too much. That's not worth it. Give me the low latency back. Cool. Welcome, Cosmo Comic. Let me go back to the fucking camera behind me. This is a weird angle. I gotta fix it. Huh. Oh, that one's blurry now. Damn. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Try to bay! Let's see. I got like 7 more minutes. Let's see. Fuck, which one of these can I do live? These are fucking difficult. Where's Elemental? It's not on here. Out of focus? Yeah, I know. What's this? Oh, that's okay. It's crooked. Dutch angle, hang on. Collapse wave function. Catch what appears from the backing dysfunction. A gray area ingrained in the junction of grave hysteria and the same old deduction. What music? I wasn't playing music. Ponder what the hell I've seen. More tea. We're seeing axes unseen, but done and heard. Yeah, that's where we traverse. What's shown to you is earth, but it's also on Jupiter. Unsaid with words, we're made of major thirds. You play on Earth, but you shape the universe. Life shows you the earth. a beast of greed in this society. I got humble wants and needs from this 8D tumbleweed. Keep me up to speed. I'm an unused lyric with an out-of-tune spirit, waiting for the time and the right likes to hear it. An unsung hero, strike lucky till up goes the money. Joke bluff like it's funny. Fuck. Our choices fall from trees. Hear voices that will mean whatever voids our wildest dreams. Interactions past XYZ. I'm hyperdimensionality. Light turns back to me when 3D seems whack to me. I see it axes unseen, but done and heard. Yeah, that's where we traverse. What's shown to you is Earth, but your soul's on Jupiter. I'm settled with words. We're made of major thirds. You play on Earth, but you shape the universe. Almost. Life shows you the Earth, alive with the universe. God shows you planet Earth. That was weird. God gave me Jupiter. Fuck. I'm getting there. I need that there breath control again. I've recently regained access to my diaphragm after being fucked for the last few songs I've recorded. Okay. Let's see. Whoa! Okay, so I got this thing here, this beat I've been working on. Little lo-fi piano here. It's got some noise on it. Yeah. Pull off a live concert? I'm thinking about it. So there's some motions going on about turning the theater building here into a performing arts center. There's new people we're talking to that are younger and have more plans, it seems. And that's going to be a thing. I might have a venue to perform in regularly that would be here. There are other shows that I'm planning on doing soon. I do acoustic shows with my friend Jared every once in a blue moon. As for, like, you know, a concert for myself and as like a big thing, I don't have the money or resources to do that. I'm just kind of one person in a cave doing this stuff. If you wanna ever see me tour or see me do live stuff, share my stuff, tell people about it, help support me. Because the more exposure I get, the more viable it is to do stuff like that. But 6,000 subscribers, I'm not quite there yet. 7,000, I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks, by the way. I hit 7,000 subscribers recently. That was cool. That's a cool little milestone. Where is it? I live in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And my family owns a building. I actually live in this building. It's the Kenosha Theater building. If you go on my channel and look up Kenosha Theater, you can find a walk around that I did like 2 years ago. Just kind of explaining the theater and my family's connection to it. But essentially, my family, for about 3 generations in my family, we have a vaudeville theater from the 20s. We have an off-Broadway, like, they did plays, they did musicals, they did music acts, they had comedians, like, all that shit. Like, the Three Stooges were here, Bing Crosby was here, Carol Channing doing Hello Dolly was here, this was the second theater in the country in the world to have a movie with sound. We were one of the first theaters with sound in the country, and it was paid for by Carl Laemmle, who was the founder of Universal Studios, who basically helped start the part of the entertainment industry that allowed Jewish immigrants to get visas way back in World War II days. And so he's a pretty interesting historical figure. He was derided as the little giant of Kenosha when he was getting into the entertainment business, as people were just figured, you're from Wisconsin, you're from some nowhere town in Wisconsin. And when he made all his money from Universal, he figured, well, I'm going to build a bunch of theaters, and one of them's going to be the little giant of Kenosha. So 2,400 seat theater, right on the end of what used to be Main Street in downtown Kenosha. It's been sitting unused for about 50 years. It's been sitting unused for 50 years. And my family has owned it for 3 generations. My grandpa, my grandfather basically bought this place, and my dad and a bunch of my dad and my uncle and all of his generation renovated the apartments. I live in the apartments. My dad built the studio. I stream in here on the off hours. That's essentially that's the story. It's really a lot of information. I'm sorry if that's a lot of information to take in. This place is very interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff to it. My family out of nowhere just fucking moved to Wisconsin from the Netherlands. My grandpa, who bought the place, I think was actually, I don't know if he was born in the United States. He might have been born in the Netherlands. Yeah, they showed up, moved here. Someone had fond memories of a theater when they were a kid. Went and fought in World War II, came back, had enough money to be like, hey, fuck you. This theater's empty? No, I'm gonna restore it. And he bought it, and then that whole 30 years after that is a very long storied thing, and I'd need an hour and a half long documentary to go through that shit, but the Kenosha Theater is an interesting place. I think you should check out the videos about it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. It's Friday. I had this beat going, but I started talking about my theater. So let's bring the beat back. Alright. DNA, chemical magic, if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Morality, yeah, fuck. I'll take your word for it. Maybe learn some more shit. These words come from a world of eternal permanence. I've been installed as a star within the firmament. Sorry, we made it through the worst of it. I just hit a mental vein, loosen up the tourniquet. I metafiction everywhere you look. Stay put, just climb back out of the grave, and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a book, with the beat on repeat till it hits me, screaming and schemes till they get me. No existence yet fits me. No what I can do, what I can prove. Oh, you don't know how much I own. I'm in control. Where the fuck is it? Where's the actual, like, hook? Where is it? I still don't have the fucking hook for this yet. I still don't have all the fucking words in the middle, like, for the hook for this yet. I gotta figure that shit out. But I have the verses. I think this one I was using a placeholder. I might have written something different. Oh, yeah. Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones drone. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides. Besides wrong and right, gray areas turning bright and turning to life. Living in plains immune to sight. And reaching some unseen kinds of heights. I know it. Good luck on that essay, though. Fuck. Hey! Yeah! Let's try this again. Let's figure out another stanza for this. I'm mostly gonna be doing lyrics tonight, so this is what I'm gonna be doing. Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones drone. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides. Besides wrong and right, gray areas turning bright, coming to light. Believing in planes that are immune to sight. You'll be reaching some unseen kinds of heights. You've done a lot since getting all these bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see any video. Now I'm screaming carpe diem. Dana 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 dana. Bada da 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 da. Okay. I think that could be the last. You've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see them. Gave you Veni Vidi Vici, now I'm screaming carpe diem. Okay, yeah. Alright. Academical magic, if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Normality, reality, gravity, lost, I'll take your word for it. Cause believe it or not, These words come from a world of eternal permanence. I've been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost on the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. Just hit a med to vein, loosen up a tourniquet. Like friction static in the ether every way you look. Walk in contradiction, begging to stay put. Just climb back at the grave and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a book. With the beat on repeat till it hits me. Beep screaming and scheme cause they get me. No existence yet fits me. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. How much I owed, what I can show. I gotta think about this. I have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. Then I need a fucking line here. Oh, you don't know how much I own. I'm in control if I could be. God damn. Damn. What I can do, what I can prove, define it hard. Oh, you don't know how much you owe. You're in control, the sums apart. take that bass from the end of the chorus and put it just here. This is the from Aesthetic and also I Am. Duh. 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 That bass line. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. This whole song's like an I Am reference. I think I can solve the chorus. I think I got it. Okay, yeah. I'm in control of what I own. Oh, you don't. What I can do. I'm in control of what I own. Oh, you don't know you're divine at heart. I know. Yes, you are. Okay. Okay. Oh, fucking go away, Birdjack. Ooh, those would be good, like, guards. Like, imagine temple guards being go away birds. Or fucking, like archers on like a fortress tower being go away birds. Go away! Fuck! Goddamn. That would be so great. Do what I can prove. don't know how much I owe. I'm in control. We're in control. Okay, I think I got it. I know my birds. Good. There have been mornings up in the office where Haley and I will just like hear a bird name and then just like look up pictures of a specific bird or like a bunch of specific birds for like a half an hour. That was like a regular occurrence. God. What I can do, what I can prove. Oh, what would a patu be? What would a patu be? Whoever's doing it, I don't know what the fuck a patu would be. What did patu do? I don't know any quirks about patu other than that they look like that. I mostly know Corvid facts. Yeah, Patu would be a court jester, totally. Jehudi's got like a Patu jester. I could see that. You know, there's a thing about I'm gonna get into Neanderthals. There's a thing about Neanderthals. They were super industrious. They made pitch from birch bark, which is really fucking hard to do, and you need a lot of it to make a very small amount. But they would just do it at this industrious rate. They would flake off. They knew specific angles to hit rocks to just flake off complete tools. So instead of dicking around with like a little thing and trying to like shape it precisely, they would just have like this big core, and they would just be like, strike it here, and then poof, off comes like an arrowhead. Like, and they would do that. And fucking, what else was I gonna say? For clothing, instead of wearing furs, they would kill a fuck ton of black birds and wear layers of different black feathers in these elaborate coats of just pure black with different iridescence on it. And that's how they, and they probably did also wear fur. But wherever Neanderthal bones are found, a bunch of fucking bird bones with knife marks on them are found, which means they were cutting off some feathers. Birds are my life. Welcome to Birdland. what I can do, what I can prove. You don't know how much I owe. I'm in control. Okay, where is it? Okay. What I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, all divine is heart, as divine as you are. Divine and heart, as divine as you are. That's pretty good. Divine and heart, as divine as you are. Alright, let's try this. Oh man, can I get a number 4 combo with the, okay, no. Where the fuck is... Can I just send this to a delay bus? I'm pretty sure I have one already. Sick Crush? Is that it? No. I want the delay. Where is it? I totally had a delay bus. Where is it? I know I was using it on one of these. Where is it? That's called distortion. Tape delay. 19, okay. Can I do that? No? Not gonna let me enable that? Cool. Alright. Sketch. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, I'll divine it hard, as divine as you are. There's an extra bar there. Oh, you don't know. Wrong. Come on, that's a bit too much lead in. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control on what we own. Oh, you don't know, I'll divine it hard, as divine as you are. Okay, that's a good sketch. Whoa! Whoa! How's the chat doing, by the way? How's your week been? How's everybody's week been? Yay! Try to be. Okay, sorry. I practice that whenever I fucking have a breath to exhale. I'm sorry. God. Kind of all over the place. I feel that. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic guard, we're in control of what we owe. Oh, you don't know, I'll define it hard, as defined as you are. As you are. Okay, I gotta do that shit. I gave myself the opportunity to do it. I'm not doing it. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control. Oh, what we owe. Oh, you don't know. I'll define it hard, as defined as you are. There we go. Fuck. A little out of whack. Some idiot. Hello, some idiot. Who's Brad Paisley? Who's that? Who's that? That's a name. A country singer? What does Brad Paisley have to do with... What? Okay, where, okay, what the fuck is, I gotta make sure of something. The same tempo is perfect. That, okay. So since I haven't actually recorded that much, let's drag these into one of these flux regions here. And then that's gonna scan that. Hello, fairy boy. That sounded like I was saying that insultingly and not like it was just your name. The fuck is up, fairy boy? What you coming around here for, fairy boy? That would probably sound really intimidating if it wasn't like so obviously fucking gay. Where? Okay. Let's think of a number. Let's go with 92. Let's go with 92. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. What cosmic God in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. I'll define it hard, as defiant as you are. Okay. All the window herbs. I'm so glad. Great to be back. Insult me. I love it. What's wrong with you people? Y'all got some weird sense of, I ain't trying to produce content like that. Come on. Haley, you're a parent. And you left your newly sprouted herbs in the first week of their life. How dare you? What kind of a parent are you? Fuck, I love you. No clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, I'll define it hard, as defined as you are. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, I'll define it hard, as defined as you are. Sip of some water, then one more sketch. And I'm gonna keep doing that thing where I layer up the that thing. It's gonna be in the last line of this one. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic art, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, I'll define it hard, as defined as you are. Wow! Wow! Huh. Oh my god. God, that's crazy. You come back and they've already flowered and already sprouted. There's like other like window boxes there with like more herbs, and you just have like a complete fucking herb garden. And it's just like, yeah. Turns out they didn't need you. Fuck. we go. God. Okay. Whoa! 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 You have no clue. Okay. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. Out control what we own. You don't know. Ah! Okay. I should probably have the thing to listen to. Let's take 2 good takes out of this. New hook. Whoa! Whoa! Where is it? Oh, I can cut it there. Okay, cool. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Okay. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Okay. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know, we'll define it hard as no. Whoa! Backups. Okay. Hey, on what we owe. Oh, you don't know. To find it hard, as divine as you are. I gotta get that last note. As divine as you are. 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 There. Oh, you don't know how much I own. Okay, where is this? I can split it there. I think it's this track. Oh, what I can do. What I can prove. Okay, yeah, I have better delivery than before on the higher ones. Cool. Come on. Oh. You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Okay. As divine as you are. As divine as you are. As divine. As divine as you are. That's it. As divine as you are. 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 One more. As divine as you are. As divine as you are. There. Give me pitch correct. No. needs that interval. There we go. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Wake up in the end and no reflection that it lies in. I can make a little surprising lines to keep in mind. Da 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 da. Fuck, where the hell are my lyrics at? I don't know where the fuck are my lyrics at. Where are they? Shit. I know I said I didn't drink, I lied, now I do. I'm a different set of vectors than I was at 22. I still don't drink, but I'd like to try. It might be stupid sometimes, but when it rhymes I pull through. I've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas, adventures leaving stories, but I really had to see him. Gave you Veni Vidi Vici, now I'm screaming Carpe Diem. You have no clue what I can do. Yeah, I mean, honestly, my whole spiel, I mean, like 2 years ago when I started streaming, I would do a lot more like spiritual rants and stuff because it was really novel to me at the time. But you know, the main reason that I, you know, like a lot of this, you know, big cosmic universe talk is it makes you realize like it's really motivating to remember that you're the frontier of the fucking universe. There's nothing in the universe that can experience the universe the way you can. Nothing, like everything exists, right? But nothing fucking knows it does. We're the only things that know. We're like not like just humans, but like things on this planet are the only fucking things with life and self-awareness as far as we can tell. What I can as divided. So I think, you know, it's really good to just take that and make divinity like spirituality and shit. It's just the concept that there is a thought space and that we've reached it. You know, like that there's something besides material, that there is a, you know, a hypothetical space where thoughts and ideas and all of that shit and you can say like it's a weird thing and you know, people say like, oh yeah, but none of that shit exists. Like, you can't point to any fucking physical place and say that's where your mind is. Your gut has just as much influence on your thought process as like the nerves in your head do. Like, the nerves in your head store patterns, but the nerves in your gut and all your muscle memory and shit and the way that you're, you know, the chemicals coming out of your cells and what you've eaten recently, you know, all has an effect on how you think. You're just kind of a cloud of all of these processes working in harmony. You're the end result of like a bunch of complex fucking things, a billion, zillion fucking machines, all with different specialized roles, all running off of the same goddamn source code that's being copied zillions of fucking times a day. So, like, there is nothing more complex in the universe than you. Everything that we have done and are trying to do has been done already, refined, perfected, and then, you know, like, made into surplus and then moved up and moved on and then evolved and then emerged, basically. Once a cell figured itself out, it was only a matter of time until there were animals. Once animals figured themselves out, it was only a matter of time until fucking social skills started forming. And once we had communication, it was only a matter of time until some fucking tree apes fell out of some goddamn trees and started wandering through the grass and the swamps and shit, doing all these goddamn calls that they learned. It was only then that we had to start defining things that were new to us, that weren't in our instinct, right? That's a pretty unique experience. And you, with all the things that you know and that you've learned, and even if you don't know all of the same words that other people know, you have an experiential language that the universe has told to you through your life story. as it exists, and as, given the little tiny things left and right, the little biological flags that push us through life and make us interact in different ways, the code that runs on other people's shit, and our own, and how much it determines, our preconditions, our skill trees, our roles, so to speak. And how much being aware of that and being aware of like how you can use this fucking meat suit body, this meat machine as I like to call it, in this 3-dimensional Euclidean space to, essentially be a tool for helping, the bare immaterial, pre-ego at the core of humanity, become an NPC rather. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I started that clause so I can finish that sentence, but it's escaping me. Essentially, I think that religion and spirituality is really good for motivating yourself, and there's a lot of things to respect about the universe and the place that we're in, and I think we take too much shit for granted. You're saying humans God-tiered? Yes! We have control over the rocks. We have control over animals. We've made plants up. We've invented plants. Not even since GMOs. We've been inventing plants for thousands of years. We have, there's a thing. Okay, it's time to talk about domestication syndrome. So, there's an experiment called the Russian Domesticated Silver Fox Experiment. In Russia, a group of scientists wanted to demonstrate that you can take any animal and domesticate it into a dog-like companion in a matter of a few generations. Foxes breed about once a year, so it's really easy to do a timeline of how many generations and how long this experiment takes, how long it takes to turn a fox into a dog. They started with silver foxes because they were well traded on fur farms and tended to be, somewhat, they weren't wild. They were not domesticated, but they were not wild-born foxes. So they bought a bunch of these foxes from a fox fur farm, and they start breeding them on one metric and one metric alone. And that metric is how do they react to humans' presence. If they got a high mark, that meant that they either would stay still or they would approach the researcher without much aggression. If they got a low mark, that meant they would either attack or try to flee. So, they graded on this one metric and bred on this one metric, right? And what happened when you breed specifically for how do they react toward humans? If you breed only for that, it's the only thing you're looking for. Do they run away from you, or do they come up to you when you approach them? These are the traits you get in 10 years. In 10 years of that selective breeding. This is what you get. Softer fur that doesn't have a smell. Vocalizations that resemble human laughter and dogs barking. Floppy ears. Curling, wagging tails. Increased breeding period times. Let's see. Fuck, what else? I used to know so much about these foxes. I think that's a good list. They turned into dogs. They made foxes dogs in 10 years. After 20 years, they were a bit more dog-like. They, could, they would play with the experimenters like dogs and puppies would. They're not dogs. They're pet foxes. They're domesticated foxes. But if you grade on one metric, if you breed them according to one metric, reliance and acceptance toward humans, they get cuter. They turn to dogs. That's crazy, right? One metric. They weren't grading for any of that other shit. Doesn't matter how cute they look. If they were cute and they were fucking, like, gnashing at you or running away, they would get a low grade on the scale. All that just showed up. And that's domestication syndrome. Every domesticated animal has some portion of longer breeding periods, softer or, you know, less coarse fur, less, let's see, less smell, usually, more focused vocalizations toward humans. What else? There's a whole list. You can look up domestication syndrome. But I want you to think about, how are humans different from apes? Think about it. Now, remember that this shit comes as a package deal. The differences we have from apes are smoother, less wrinkled skin and less hair. The hair that we do have is a manageable texture, right? That's interesting in that the wild foxes more closely resemble cats in terms of personality, but they turn into dog-like creatures. Well, they would turn into dog-like creatures because they are dog-like creatures. They're canids. If they, like, they fill a similar niche to cats in environments that they're in naturally, but that doesn't mean that they're genetically related to cats. They're more genetically related to dogs. That's why they were chosen for the experiment. But, yeah. Humans are domesticated apes. And what is the system? So if you breed for something simply to have reliance on a more capable provider, it develops these traits. All right. So we have more focused vocalizations toward each other in the form of language. We have less wrinkled and less, you know, harsh features than apes do. We're pretty like divinely proportional as far as like body measurements go. Like, this is end result of evolution. Like, evolution is going to continue, obviously. We're fucking there. We don't need anything else. We're there. Nature spent a long fucking time. Like, all the things that DNA has been trying to do and trying to do better and trying to manifest. Like, not that it's been trying to do anything. It's just been sort of reacting to the pressures, but the forces of nature, what they've been trying to do with this fucking serpent, they've been steering in this, you know, trillion-year-long game of Snake, has been trying to make us. You are the frontier of this experience. You are the most capable fucking being. And there's only 8 billion of us. There's 8 billion different kinds of fucking bacteria in the room you're in. There's not that many humans. There's only one of you. There's only one person who's had your experience. Yeah, humans are just animals that got tricked into thinking. But if you think about it, what is the more capable provider that we're excited for? Like, you know, these foxes get all happy and excited to get picked up by a human because they like humans. If we rely on a system that keeps us out of harm's way, that keeps us fed, that keeps us sheltered, and that provides, you know, guidance for us, that tells us what to do, that makes sure we don't have to, like, constantly think about our survival constantly, you know, how then we develop these traits of being more domesticated. Okay, there's a thing that comes with that, and it's the psychochemical reaction to the feeling of a more capable provider coming to see you and meet you and provide you guidance and safety and security. I wonder, psychologically, what kind of effect that produces, how that manifests in a human society. I wonder how we then use that concept of a more capable provider looking down on us and granting us things, being so fucking benevolent that we have to thank for putting all this shit together. And how we use it as a means to complete the singularity loop and keep people in the rhythm and in a common rule set and a common enough experience that society, a tribe, can move smoothly and efficiently. And so therefore society keeps going, and so therefore people don't have to worry about their survival, and so therefore evolution continues and society domesticates and evolves humanity more and more. And we become the selectors. We become aware. And we can choose, we can make it so that our species does things according to the idea of an entity rather than the idea of any one person. And the idea of an entity can be shared by more than one person, can be held as higher than people. And that's important. If you have an entity that is telling you, I want to build a huge fucking triangle, little bit by that river, little bit over from that river, and if you are a fucking entity, if you are not just a person, but if that is a will that is within the fucking firmament, right? People are going to want to build that fucking triangle. They don't care how hard it is to get those blocks moving. They will build that fucking triangle. And then when they're done, they'll build another. And then when they're done with that, they'll build a smaller one. Cause they're fucking pumped. When someone tells you your God is the sun and you can look up and fucking see it, and someone can reason with you, well, all the plants get energy from the sun, and all the animals eat the plants, and then we eat the animals and the plants, and then, you know, and fucking heat, like, wouldn't be a thing, like, you know, like, you go cold when you die, you need heat, and heat comes from the sun, fuck. Like, if someone can explain that simple shit to you and you're like, oh yeah, the sun's fucking great. And someone's like, yeah, the sun's God. Look. And like, you just go outside every day and you're like, oh, that's God. God's telling me to build this big fucking triangle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start moving these bricks. I don't care if I pull all the muscles in my arms 20 times over today. I'm getting fed and drunk by the government. People think aliens built the pyramids. Egypt had enormous fucking kingdom, right? And what the government wanted something done, they just put all the money into, like, feed a bunch of workers. Go. Do it. It might have been slave labor. It might have just been, like, a government program to, like, build some fucking blocks. This is what we do. We are the people who build shit in the desert. God. The triangle wills itself into existence through the mass thoughts of the people, essentially. You do need a few, heads to plan the things out, to plan the order of operations, to draw the charts and whatever. But that said, the pyramids are, I believe, like a third of a degree off from true north, from being aligned with true north. That's pretty nuts. You know what I'm digging right now? Triangles. Personally, I would have gone with a tetrahedron, but that's hard to do with square blocks, I understand. It's easier to make a four-sided shape if you have rectangles. If all you have to work with is rectangles. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
I have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic hard control. How much we owe. What I can do.
Okay. Egg-shaped structure. Yeah, let's build a huge fucking egg in Kenosha. Let's do that. Let's replace the Columbus statue with just a big fucking egg. Just a big, like, tempered glass egg. Just huge. Frosted, tempered glass egg. Right in the middle of the park. That's why triangles are so used in compositions and symbolic things. Triangles are fucking important. Triangles are the root note of shape. All shapes are harmonic intervals of the triangle. So you see. The measure of the interior angles of a triangle are 180. 180 degrees. If you convert 180 to hertz, so you convert this unit into another unit of vibration of cycles per second. A triangle, the numbers you get from a triangle, 180, play an F sharp. Then, the interior angles of a square or a circle, which are 360, which is double 180, is also an F sharp, an octave above that. So like a fucking, where's F sharp? That. Yeah, that's cool. It's got them singing bowls. Yeah, we gotta have... I haven't been to the Bean. I haven't been to the Bean in a while. If you take a pentagon, so 5 sides, and add up the intervals and add up the interior angles in that, you get 540. That in hertz is a perfect fifth. So we have triangle, square, pentagon, and then the hexagon will give us another octave, another F sharp. That's 1080. I believe? No. It's not. 720? I think it's 720. And then there will be a major third. Which is the septagon. 7 sides. And then there will be... where is it? Another fifth? And then there will be a minor 7th in the nonagon. Yeah. Shapes and notes are the same. The geometry itself is playing an F sharp major chord. F sharp is the key of shapes. And really, that's only because we split up a circle into 360 degrees. If we used any other measurement, the key might be different, but the intervals would be the same because the harmonic series is God. Didn't learn this in geometry? They should fucking totally teach you in geometry that the interior angles of shapes are the same thing as the most basic notes in harmony. It's the same. It's just harmonic ratios. It's how nature counts. In 2 dimensions, you need 3 sides to make a shape. That is the first shape you can make. The first closed shape is the root. Fucking duh. You need 6 of the root. You need 3 of the root to make a pentagram, or you need 4 of the root to make a hex. No. Well, no, you need fucking 6. Duh. I'm not good at explaining this. But rest assured, within math itself, there is an F sharp major chord. Sorry. Sorry. Getting carried away. I really like this this pluck pad here. I haven't listened to it on its own. Keyboard. Alright, I was gonna go back at these vocals.
Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
I don't really know what the harmony is. I feel like it should be higher. No.
Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. We'll define. Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control.
We're in control.
Control. Oh, we're in control. Control. Oh, what I own. 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 Hey, you have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
out of the horizon, break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines, another is turning bright, coming to life, believing in planes that are immune to sight. You'll be reaching some unseen kinds of heights.
You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic code, you control of what we owe. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
Yeah, there's I'm still working on this hook. I got another week for this hook, don't worry. I'm figuring this out. I've there's something there that needs to be there. I'm gonna be playing this in my head over and over again until I figure it out. Let me do the first verse, because I need to redo it. I got Enoki and alchemical magic if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. No melody, reality, gravity lost, I'll take your word for it. Because believe it or not, these words come from a world of eternal permanence. I've been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost in the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. But I just hit them into vein, loosen up your tourniquet. Like friction static in the ether every way you look. Walking contradiction, begging to stay put. Just climb back out of the grave and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a book. With a beat on repeat till it hits me. Keep screaming and schemes cause they get me. No existence yet fits me.
You have no clue.
Okay. I'm working on a new track. Welcome. I got Enoki and alchemical magic if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, yeah, I'm sure it is. No melody, reality, gravity lost, I'll take your word for it. Cause believe it or not, these words come from a world of eternal permanence. I've been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost in the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. But I just hit them into vein, loosen up your tourniquet. Like friction static in the ether every way you look. Walking contradiction, begging to stay put. I just climbed back into the grave and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a hook. With a beat on repeat till it hits me. Keep screaming and schemes cause they get me. No existence yet fits me.
You have no clue
Cool.
what I can do.
I have been asked to inquire about Birdland. So I do a series called the Etceteraverse, and in the current series, it involves a bird character who is communicating telepathically to some dogs down on Earth. And in Birdland is essentially contained in a different reality than Earth is, where top quarks can form and then those decay into other matter. And so pretty much in space-time, there's always this layer of, like, just out of our like visible existence spectrum, there's always this layer of like top quark energy just collapsing into other matter and rendering itself into what we see. And in that future space, there is a version of Jupiter made of top quark matter, where the sentient life on it are these gas giants. Or, I'm sorry, are these dragons that fly through the clouds of the gas giants. And the dragons have, bug-like and reptilian-like features. They have, sort of bug-like iridescent scales on some of their fleshy parts and on some of their, mechanical-looking legs and shit. And they have beaks, and, claws. And they hoard things, and they all look very pompous. and the name of the planet is Akneb, which is just their word for 5 backwards, just like Earth is our word for 3 backwards. They live on Jupiter, 5th planet. We live on Earth, 3rd planet. Pretty straightforward. I got Enochi and alchemical magic if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Normality, reality, gravity, lost, I'll take your word for it. Cause believe it or not, these words come from a world of eternal permanence. I have been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost in the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. I just hit a mental vein, loosen up your tourniquet. Like friction static in the ether every way you look. Walking contradiction, begging to stay put. Just climb back out of the grave and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a book with a beat on repeat till it hits me. Keep screaming and schemes cause they get me. No existence yet fits me. You have no clue. Yeah, you can read the etc. verse at case.dog/CROV, which will appear as a link down here, but also over on the chat that way. I don't know fucking angles. Okay, one more take on this. Let me take a sip of tea. And then I'll get working on the other verses. I have half an hour to do that. Let's see. I got Enochi and alchemical magic if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Normality, reality, gravity, lost, I'll take your word for it. Cause believe it or not, these words come from a world of eternal permanence. I have been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost in the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. I just hit a mental vein, loosen up your tourniquet. Like friction static in the ether every way you look. Walking contradiction, begging to stay put. Just climbing the grave and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a book with a beat on repeat till it hits me. Keep screaming and scheme cause they get me. No existence yet fits me. You have no. Okay. Okay, and then this one, I need another stanza for it. Let's loop it. Good lines. I don't have any good punchlines this fucking album. I gotta rewrite some of my verses. Thank you for the donation. I'm really glad you like the etc. verse so far. This current story's almost up. There's like one more like solid page for this arc, and then I'm going back into my cave to plan out the rest. Thanks so much.
You have no clue what I can do.
Let me shatter the horizon, break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones drawn, you'll be seeing lights. Seeing divides besides wrong and right. Gray areas will turn to bright, coming to light. Believing in planes that are immune to sight, and reaching some unseen kinds of height.
You have no clue what I can do.
Yeah, it sounds confusing. I don't know what the fuck the melody is supposed to be. I'm just trying to sort out the rhythm and the backups. I've had a few like weird ways to snake over the melody of that hook. I haven't found the right way yet. I want to be a bit more creative than just droning on the same notes.
You have no clue what I can do.
Yeah, I also don't know what the fuck the bass is gonna be on the end of the hook. I'm trying to figure this out. I have beat. I just don't have the chords yet. A lot of this shit changes like the fucking last day before I put stuff out too, so. I'm gonna make this fucking hook work. I swear to God, I'm not gonna trash to this.
You have no clue.
Okay. Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones droned. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides besides the wrong and the right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to light. Believing in planes, far immune to sight. And reaching some unseen kinds of height. I'm an 8th realm angel, giving you the 8D angels. Telling you how much you're able to make the way the universe things change.
You have no clue what I can do.
Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones droned. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides besides wrong and right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to light. Believing in planes that are immune to sight. And reaching some unseen kinds of height. I'm an 8th realm angel, giving you the 8D angels. Telling you of how much you're able to make the universe things change. Light it up and let other things fade. You've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see and give you any witty wiki. Now I'm screaming carpe diem. Okay. Okay, I think I got most of that sorted out. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick, and I'm going to play this.
I got Enoki and alchemical magic if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, or yeah.
I'm sure it is normality, reality, gravity lost. I'll take your word for it. Cause believe it or not, these words come from a world of eternal permanence. I have been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost in the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. I just hit a mental vein, loosen up your tourniquet. Like fresh and static in the ether every way you look. Walking contradiction, begging to stay put. Just climb back out of the grave and I got a foot in the doorway without a play from a book. With the beat on repeat till it hits me. Keep screaming and schemes cause they get me. No existence yet fits me.
You have no clue
Cool.
what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic heart, we're in control of what we own. Oh, you don't know.
One more take.
Find it hard,
And then I'll have to wrap up.
as you are.
Back
Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones droned. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides besides the wrong and the right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to light. Believing in planes, usually immune to sight. And reaching some unseen kinds of heights. I know I said I didn't drink, I lied, now I do. I'm a different set of vectors than I was at 22. Though I still don't think, but I like to try. Might be stupid sometimes, but when it rhymes I pull it through. You've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see them. Gave you any weedy wiki, now I'm screaming carpe diem.
You have no clue what I can do, what I can prove. We're cosmic card, you control of what we owe. Oh, you don't know. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
I got Enochi and alchemical magic if you've heard of it. Paranormal, supernatural, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Normality, reality, gravity, lost, I'll take your word for it. Cause believe it or not, these words come from a world of eternal permanence. I have been installed as a star within the firmament. Lost in the verbiage, we made it through the worst of it. I just hit a mid vein, loosen up your tourniquet. Like friction static in the ether every way you look.
Okay, I'm back. Which verse was this? I don't even know.
Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable surprise.
Alright, let's do this. I think there's one line I gotta tweak. Alright. I'm well aware this is not done. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware this is not done. That's why I'm working on it. What you hear is work in progress, me coming up with stuff live. There's gonna be another week of me coming down here every night trying to tinker with this. So, I know the chorus doesn't resolve well right now. It's not going to stay that way.
We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones drawn. You're seeing light, seeing divides besides the wrong and the right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to life. Believing in planes, far immune to sight. Fuck. I'm an 8th realm angel, giving you the 8D angles, telling you how much of it.
We'll define it hard, as divine as you are. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are. We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones droned. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides besides the wrong and the right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to life. Believing in planes that are immune to sight. You'll be reaching some unseen kinds of heights. I'm an 8th realm angel, giving you the 8D angles, telling you how much you're able to make the way the universe things change. Light it up, let the worst things fade. You've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see them. Gave you any VD Vicky, now I'm screaming carpe diem. Ha! Don't worry, I've been making music for 7 years. I don't I know when things are demo and I know when things are releasable. I'm just trying to get stuff down so I can mix with it and like have things to produce. I'm gonna go in and all of these vocal stacks I'm probably gonna re-record. I was just literally trying to get like harmonies down. The bass has changed like every mix or every like the past 2 mixes that I've done. And I'm still not happy with the bass. But yeah. Let's do a couple more takes of this.
We'll define it
And then I'm probably gonna call it.
We'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones droned. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides besides the wrong and the right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to light. But leaning in planes, they're immune to sight and reaching some unseen kinds of heights. I'm an 8th realm angel, giving you the 8D angles, telling you of how much you're able to make the way the universe sings change. Light it up with your greatest and let the worst things fade. You've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see them. Gave you any witty wiki, now I'm screaming carpe diem.
You have no clue.
Yeah, this is not final pass for vocals. No. I record songs like 3 or 4 times over before I'm like, you know, done. Most of this is just practice. Because there's a thing, you know, sometimes you rehearse and then you listen to yourself back. This is essentially why I still record on every stream, even though it's not going to be used in the final. Because the more that I mix, the more I hear all of the faults, and the more that I can work out every time I practice, every time I do it over again, the more I can work out, you know, where things should be musically, how I need to control my voice better. But yeah.
We'll
getting this
define
down.
it hard, as divine as you are.
Back up, let me shatter the horizon. Break open the in and out reflection that it lies in. I can make predictable, surprising lines. A couple stories told, tones droned. You'll be seeing light, seeing divides besides wrong and right. Gray areas turning bright and coming to light. Believing in planes that are immune to sight. You'll be reaching some unseen kinds of heights. I'm an 8th realm angel, giving you the 8D angles, telling you of how much you're able to make the way the universe sings change. Light it up and let the worst things fade. You've done a lot since getting all those bad ideas. Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see them. Gave you any witty wiki, now I'm screaming carpe diem. Ah!
I kind of want to extend the harmony out 1 beat and just make it like fucking and then like drop the chord. I might do that before I sign off. Let's just finish this last part.
Carpe diem.
You have no clue.
Okay.
Give you any witty wiki, now I'm screaming carpe diem.
You have no clue.
Adventures leaving stories, but you really had to see him. Give you any witty wiki, now I'm screaming carpe diem.
You have
Give you screaming carpe diem.
You have
Give you any witty wiki, now I'm screaming carpe diem.
You have no clue.
Okay. Yeah, this is like a fluid, iterative process. Songwriting. For me, at least. Because I'm, like, doing all the production and, like, instrumentation and shit, like, as I write. This is all just kind of part of a cloud of writing.
Now we'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
Wah!
Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
No.
Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
I gotta.
Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are. Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are.
My voice is cracking.
Oh, we'll define it hard, as divine as you are. As divine as you are. As divine as you are. As you are. As you are.
Okay.
As divine as you are. 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 As divine as you are.
All right. As you are. Okay. As divine as you are. Fuck. You are. Let's see how that fits. It's 8 p.m.
As plain as you are, as plain as you are.
Alright, I gotta coordinate. I gotta like coordinate and listen back to and figure out how to do that harmony the way that I want to. But as for right now, I think I'm gonna get going. So I can make something to eat for myself before I pass out. Thanks for coming in at the very end, Aki Lee Williams, I believe. Sorry I couldn't keep streaming for longer, but it is 8. This is around the time I wrap up, so I'm gonna get to doing that. But thanks everyone for coming to the stream. Tomorrow I will have a work in progress with all the stuff I was doing here up on Patreon. So look forward to that. This song should be out next week for patrons too. If you want to go to case.dog/Patreon, that's how you can get things early or get links to work in progresses as I progress stuff. But thanks for coming. If you ever listen to my stuff and get the feeling like, oh man, more people should know about this, share it. Sharing my stuff helps immensely. Liking videos, commenting, subscribing, clicking that bell, you know, all that fucking, you know the drill. Helps me a lot as a small creator. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for coming. I will see you around. Good luck out there. Keep on climbing. And do not ever